Well, welcome back. California's Health Insurance Exchange has a backlog of paper applications that must be processed by December 23rd. Some 25,000 applications now have to be completed in order for applicants to get health insurance. Of course, that's starting in the new year. A spokesperson for Covered California says some of the applications were from insurance agents who weren't able to access the online portal in the first few days after the exchange opened October 1st. The agency has added staff to help, but how much will it help? Okay, at least one insurance agent, and there are others that say Covered California is still a nightmare to navigate. With us this morning to give us a first-hand view is Craig Gustin. Good morning to you.
Good morning, David.
In your estimation, those numbers are low that Covered California is giving out.
Yes, I think it's very low. I think it's possibly up to 10 times higher than that number. We've been hearing
10 times.
Yeah, we've been hearing anything from 100,000, so maybe it's at 50, 75,000. You know, we have applications that we processed a month ago through a fax that haven't shown up on our, what we call our dashboard. We can go to Covered California, type in our, put in our information, and we can see all the applications we have online. So if we don't see your application online, we're going to turn around and input it again and try and get you online. Unfortunately, the consumer can't do that, so the consumer has no idea if their application is being processed or where it's at.
If you're doing it yourself.
Right, so that's why we recommend working with an agent, because it doesn't cost you anything, but at least they're going to be able to see it every day and help you through it. And that's 1/3 of the problem we're having, is just getting the application. As I was mentioning to you a couple minutes ago, the other third is your doctor in the plan. Only 30, maybe 40% of all the doctors are going to be in a Covered California plan.
30 to 40% of the doctors that we have in the pool here, are going to be part of your plan.
So if you have a doctor you like, in the old days, it used to be I'd pick a plan, and then we find out, you know, your doctor's in it. Now we got to find out which plan your doctor's in, and then you have to choose from one of those plans. So everything has changed a lot.
You've been on top of this for months, if not longer.
Years, yeah.
Exactly. It seems like years anyway. What is the crux of the problem that you see going forward? What has caused this backlog? Is it a computer glitch, or is there something much more serious than that?
I think it's much more serious. I think people are looking at this, and they're confused because it takes my office easily, and every agent I talk to, an hour to figure out, A, which doctors and hospitals do you want to be able to use? Is it Scripps? Is it Sharp? And then on top of that, we do that. Now we're finding out prescriptions. So a lot of the brand name prescriptions that people may be taking may not be in the plan that you picked. So all of a sudden, come January, all these people are not going to find out that their doctors and the prescriptions aren't on it. So what we're dealing with is trying to solve this now and say, hey, David, let's get a list of your prescriptions, what doctors. So that's a problem we're seeing, and we're really concerned. We want to take care of it now versus finding out in January, February, March, or maybe June of next year that your doctor and your prescriptions aren't being covered and you went to refill a prescription. So we're taking a slow process to make sure it's done right. And unfortunately, I have a lot of clients that are really frustrated, and every agent I talk to saying, how come we can't get this done so quickly? And they don't understand how busy we have been. 7 days a week, 20 hours a week, 20 hours a day.
And you mentioned January. That's 3 weeks away now.
Yeah, it is.
It's no longer out there in the future.
Correct.
A couple of months ago, you said, okay, everybody stay calm. Don't jump in yet. Let's wait and see what the options are. Well, you don't have much time left now. You just got to jump.
You got less than 2 weeks. If you want to get a January 1 effective date, you have to have your application in by December 23rd. However, if you're not getting a subsidy and you're not going to Covered California, some of the insurance companies, if you go direct to them, want it done by the end of this week. I think they're going to delay that.
Yeah.
But those are some of the issues we're dealing with, and everybody's trying to figure out, okay, what's the best thing for me? And as human beings, we always put things off the last minute, and that's what we're seeing now.
If you're still out there and you're very frustrated and you finally want to get to an agent, contact an agent, what's the best way to
The best way to do it is you want to reach out to either the California Association of Health Underwriters or the San Diego Association of Health Underwriters. They will refer you to an agent who will be more than happy to work with you and help you. And we get paid by the insurance company the same way that doctors and hospitals do. So it doesn't cost you anything to use us, but yet we're going to make sure that it gets done properly and that we can follow it through the underwriting process until everything's done. Because my concern is come January, you don't have ID cards. And all of a sudden you get sick, what do I do? At least we're going to be able to go inside, talk to Covered California, get your ID number, and work with the hospitals and the doctors so that the bills get paid.
Okay, Craig. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it.